Hi guys. So I'm going to talk to you about destructuring in JavaScript. So what you see on the screen are some examples. Let me X this. I don't need this. So what you see on the screen are the examples I'm going to use. I take the time out just to save time to have these examples already ready. So the first one we see is an object of expenses, where you have just a type and amount, but then this I call type 1 and then amount. This I call type 2 and amount 2. So they're not really the same for each. So as you can see, so it's just an object of different things. Basically, you can basically call this A1, A2, A3, A4, A5, A6. So I'm going to show you the first thing, how to just take out information that you need without really going through each of them. So one way of doing that is, so I'm just going to print to the screen, console.log. So what do I want? First thing I want is, my goal is to get type 1 and amount 1. So doing that, you can just say const type 1, comma, amount 1, and then you say equal expense. So now we have access directly to type 1 and amount 1. So I'm going to show you how to print that using objects as well. I'm printing it in terms of objects. Okay, so when I print to the screen, what's going to show up, these are just examples, so you don't need to worry about them. So when I print to the screen, I'm going to get the value of type 1 and the value of amount 1. Now this is easier. Let me show you first the result. So node, what is the test? It's called test. Type is not defined. Oh, type 1, I'm sorry. See, business and amount. So I get the exact value. So that this is destructuring or destruction. I mean, whichever way you want to pronounce it. Let me just spell it out for you. Destructuring. Example 1. Okay. So now, if I want, it's the same thing. If I want amount 2, just change it to amount 2. If I want amount 3, change to amount 3. Without doing this, what other way, how else can I actually get the information? There is another way, but just to show you the only other option to get type 1, you would have to do expense dot type 1, which is a lot of writing, technically. So, and then you do the same thing for amount. You do expense dot amount 1. So that would also give you the same thing, but then this defeats the whole purpose. Erase this. It defeats the whole purpose of destructuring. So let's see if this works. It should work. Same thing. Beautiful. But again, the whole point is showing you how to destruct. Alright, so let me remove this. Let's go to example 2. So in example 2, here I have an object that has a name, a size, and an extension. My question to you is, write a summary of all three items. So basically, I'm asking you to say, my name is name. The size of this is size, and the extension is extension. So basically, to do that, you can do as I said above by doing saved file dot name, saved file dot size, saved file dot extension. But again, this is painstaking. You can just easily do name, size, and extension, and then set it to saved file. And we can print stuff like, we can say console.log, and we'll say, we use object literal. So this is the backstrings. Those of you who haven't used backstrings, I'm adding this to it. The beautiful thing with backstrings is, I'll show you for it, actually. So I'll say, my laptop file is called name. This is how you pass information in. Now you pass variable in backstrings. My laptop file is called name. What else? And its size is, no, my laptop file is called name. Let's say dot extension. And its size is bytes. Okay, that's really small actually. All right, so kilobytes. So basically what I'm saying here is, so my laptop file is name, it's gonna get the name here. Dot extension, gonna get the extension and the size. Now there is another way of doing it, but first let's see this works, then I'll show you how to do it without the backstring, to show you why the backstring is very useful. Let's print it out. My laptop file is called repost.jpg, see that? And its size is 140 kilobytes. Now without the backstrings, what you have to do is this. Same thing, but you stop here. And then you have to concatenate it by doing name, and then you do plus, and then you do dot, and then you do extension. See how annoying this can be? Then you have to leave a space just to make sure everything is fine. Then you concatenate this back, and its size is, and then you add that in. This can be really annoying. Size, and then KB. Done. So that's the other way of doing it. But then again, this, you can easily make mistake doing the second way. Let's confirm they both work. Both give you the same thing. Both works. But obviously the first way is easier, less chance of making an error. Okay, so let's remove that. Third example, you can also destruct using arrays. It's not just objects. So let's say I want to print out Google, Facebook, and Uber on the screen. So I can easily just say const. We can say n1, n2, and 3. Just call them n's. I couldn't come up with a name. Company, and console.log n1. We're printing as objects n2 and 3. Done. Let's print it out to the screen. Just it says undefined. Oh, I totally apologize, guys. I mean, big mistake. There we go. And 1 is Google, and 2 is Facebook, and 3 is Uber, as you can see. To destruct arrays, I forgot, I thought I was still using objects. You use the brackets rather than the this type of bracket over here. You use the angle brackets, this rather than the regular bracket. So this is how you destruct arrays. As you can see, we have Google, Facebook, Uber. Beautiful, easy. Now let us do combine together array of objects. How do you destruct that? So let's say I want Google Mountain View. So I want to print a Google Mountain View. I'll say const. Then I can say array. Then I'll say name. Then I'll say location equals companies. So let's print this out to the screen. Okay. Name has already been identified. Where? Oh, so you see, I have to be careful with this. Let me just call them name 1. Google name 1 location Mountain View. Very, very easy. Now, the thing with this is that when you destruct, kind of the sad thing is you have to do it for all of them, actually. So if I want to get the second value, I have to do same thing. And then it should give it to me. Let's see. Actually, you know what I can do? Let me show you how to print the whole thing out. So you can use a for each, companies dot for each, and then we'll destruct all of them. So we'll say, because they all have the same tag, so we can say array name 1 comma location. I have to wrap this up in another parenthesis, and that sucks. And then we can say console.log okay, let's cross my finger again, the errors. Undefined is not a function. Yeah, I knew something was gonna happen. Okay, what is my error this time? No, that doesn't make sense. There we go. Beautiful, done. I got the names of all and locations of all. Very simple. Because for each accepts an array. I was thinking of something else. I totally apologize. I was very stupid of me. So for each accepts an array. It takes an array, and then I destruct just the name and the location. If I just want the name, I can just do this. I'm not used to destructing arrays, so in my production codes that I write, I'm always destructing arrays of objects. I don't just do arrays itself, so that's why I was a little tripped up. But again, so that's it. Any questions, leave me a comment. Thank you.